Hello, welcome. My name is Kim and I'll be leading you through a gentle flow today. So I'd like to start by taking a moment, find a comfortable seat. Maybe you're in a chair or on a yoga mat. Option to lean up against a wall or a chair, moving your sits bones. Maybe your legs are crisscross applesauce or stretched out in front of you, whatever feels comfortable to you. And you have the option to close your eyes or to softly gaze in front of you, maybe at the floor or the wall. And taking a few natural breaths. Just noticing the coolness on the inhales, the warmth on the exhales. And using your exhales to soften from the crown of your head all the way down to wherever you're meeting your mat or the floor, or a chair if you're in a chair. And then as you breathe, I invite you to think of something that you're grateful for. It could be a conversation that you had this week, a phone call, a letter, maybe you met a personal goal. Whatever it is, focus on that, picture it, remember how you felt in that moment. And then as we move through the practice today, as we come through Heart Center, as we open our hearts, I encourage you to think of that thing, to come back to what you're grateful for. So finding an easy seat, crisscross applesauce, moving sits bones, elongating your spine, shoulders back, crown of your head pulling to the ceiling or sky, placing hands on knees. Take a deep breath in, even deeper breath out. And on your next inhale, reaching arms up long and tall. Exhales, you push down so your hands and arms are activated. Inhale, tall. Exhale, push. And on this last one, as you inhale up, exhale, roll your shoulders back just a little bit. And inhaling back up tall. As you exhale, dropping right palm to the floor beside you, leaning with your left to the right. Inhale out. Exhale, deepen. One more. And exhale. Waking up your side body. Inhale up tall. Exhale, drop left hand, lean with the right to the left. Inhale out. Exhale, go. One more. Using your breath. Inhale, back up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. So then coming over into a tabletop posture, stacking wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Taking a deep breath in and out. And inhale. As you exhale, stretching your right leg out long, bringing toes to touch your mat. An option here to lift your foot to where it's, forming a straight line with your body. And your foot is active, like it's pushing towards the back of your mat or the wall. Inhale, exhale. Then inhale, curling your knee to your nose. Exhale, stretching out long. Inhale, curl in. Exhale, stretch out long. And one more. Inhale, curl in. Exhale, stretch. And then coming back to a table. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, stretch left leg out long. Again, bring toes to touch your mat or the floor. or option to lift your left leg, forming a straight line from the crown of your head to your heel. And just noticing how this feels in your body. Maybe one side feels different than the other, maybe not. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, curl left knee into nose. Exhale, stretch out long. Inhale, curl in. Exhale, stretch out long. One more. Exhale, stretch out long. Then coming back to tabletop. Inhale here, and then exhale, sink your sits bones towards your heels, and stretching your arms out long in front of you for child's posture. Grounding your forehead. And continuing to breathe. Dropping your heart towards the mat. An option here to stretch your arms out long behind you, palms facing up. Seeing how this feels. If you liked arms stretched out long in front of you better, I invite you to take what you need, going back there, just trying things on. And as you continue to breathe, today, if you need rest, I invite you to take it. So finding your way back to a child's posture or the final resting posture, stretching out long on your mat. And on your next inhale, coming back to tabletop. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, bring your right foot, step it through between your palms for kind of a low lunge. Inhale, exhale, then inhale up tall. Continuing to breathe, dropping shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, option to cactus your arms, opening your heart to the ceiling or sky. Noticing how this feels in your body. Maybe your shoulders, your neck, your back. Inhale, tall. Exhale, option to cactus again or staying right where you are. Inhale. Exhale, planting your hands on your right leg, so just above your knee. And then you can shift forward just a little bit. So here your knee can come in front of your ankle because you have the support of your back knee. So noticing how this feels in your body. Maybe you feel it in your left side body. And then inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, plant your hands and step right knee back to meet left for tabletop. Taking one round of breath here. And on your next inhale, stepping left foot through between your palms. Inhale, rising up tall. So if you try to cactus on one side, I encourage you to try it on this side. Inhale, exhale, cactus and open. Inhale, tall. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, tall. Exhale, plant your hands, framing front foot, and step back for tabletop, bringing left knee in line with right. Curling your toes under, firmly rooting all 10 finger knuckles into your mat, especially pointer and thumb. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, lifting knees off your mat, beginning to straighten your legs, dropping head and neck for downward dog. And once you get there, option to walk your dog, so coming up on one set of toes and dropping the opposite heel to your mat, and then switching. Maybe you sway a little side to side. Trying things on, whatever feels good to you. And then coming back to stillness. So your feet are about 2 knuckles apart. Straightening your legs as much as feels good to you. Dropping head and neck, shoulders away from ears. And inhale up on tiptoes. Exhale, sink your heels. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, sink. One more, using your breath as your guide. Inhale up on tiptoes, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. And then as you exhale, walk your way forward to a forward fold. So your feet again are about 2 hand widths apart. Slight bend in your knees, dropping shoulders, head and neck toward the mat. And you have some options here. Maybe taking opposite elbows, framing your head, swaying side to side. Or you can take opposite elbows behind your knees or grab your wrist. Pull your heart toward your thighs. And then once you're done, allowing your hands to fall. Then inhale, half lift. So the goal here is to flatten your spine like a tabletop. So maybe your hands are on your calves, just above your knees. Maybe trying it on, seeing what works for you. Continuing to breathe. And then inhale and exhale, fold. So inhale, your half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, engage your core, pulling belly button to spine. And then come up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolling shoulders up to ears at the top and back. And then coming to your mountain. So slight bend in your knees. Hands are out beside you, palms facing away. Shoulders away from ears. And breathing. Inhale, sweeping your arms up tall. Exhale your hands to heart center. Taking a moment to refocus. Thinking of what you're grateful for. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, placing as much bend in your knees as you need. And then step 1 foot back at a time for plank. So option here to keep your knees lifted, pushing your heels to the back of your mat, or dropping your knees. And inhale, shift forward. And exhale, slowly lower down, grazing elbows against your ribs, keeping shoulders away from ears. And then inhale, just barely lifting your heart off your mat. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting up just a little more. And exhale to child's posture. And once you get there, softening toward the mat. So allowing your heart to sink, your forehead to touch. And taking a quick inventory. So moving from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. Softening maybe doesn't need to be activated in this moment. So focusing attention on your forehead and your brow area, maybe your jaw, shoulders. Continuing to breathe. On your next inhale, coming back to tabletop. And then exhale, curling your toes under as you lift up for down dog. So setting it up, Finding your foot placement, firmly rooting into all 10 finger knuckles again, pointer and thumb, straightening your legs, sinking heels. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, sink your heels. Inhale, up on tiptoes, bending your knees, looking to the top of your mat, and then exhale as you make your way to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, engage your core, pulling belly button to spine. Come up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling shoulders at the top and back for your mountain. Inhale, sweeping arms up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And here, placing as much bend in your knees as you need. We're going to take peace fingers and wrap them around big toes. Inhale, and then exhale, using your grip to pull yourself. Pulling chest to thighs, shoulders away from ears, letting your head and neck soften toward the mat. Continuing to breathe. After your next breath, releasing one toe at a time, folding over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, engage your core and sweep up tall this time for high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. So here we're going to do a tree posture. It's a balance. So maybe using whatever's around you if you have a chair and you'd like to use that. Or beginning to firmly ground into all four corners of your left foot, bending into your left knee, coming up on your right toes, finding something still in front of you to focus on. So maybe it's a picture or a tree. I can't see exactly what you're looking at, but just something that is remaining still. That will help with balance. It'll assist you. So once you found your still spot, trying on some foot placements. So here you could do a kickstand, bringing your heel just above your ankle, or completely lifting your foot off, placing the sole of your foot into your left calf, or even coming all the way up above your knee. Being careful of placing your foot on your knee. So calf or thigh or kickstand, keeping left knee bent. And then finding your hand placement. So you have some options here. Hips, heart center, or if you'd even like to grow branches, low or high, I invite you to do so. And being kind to yourself today. So if you fall out, if there's a little breeze in your branches, a little sway, that's okay. We just come right back and continue to do our best. So taking 2 deep breaths here, continuing to focus on your still spot. Inhale. And at the end of your second breath on the exhale, releasing. And taking whatever movements you need here, maybe rolling ankles, giving your legs a shake as we prepare for the other side. So beginning to firmly root all four corners of your right foot into your mat, bending into your right knee, finding your still spot. It might have shifted a little, and that's okay. And then once you've found your still spot, trying on your foot placement. So kickstand, calf, all the way up to thigh, being careful of your knee. Maybe one side is different than the other, and that's okay. Once you get there, finding your hand placement. Again, hands on hips, hands at heart center, or if you'd like to grow branches, going ahead. And the same thing applies on this side as did on the other. If you fall out, if there's some breeze, that is okay. Staying firmly rooted into your right foot, setting your focus. And taking 2 more breaths here. And inhale. And on your exhale, allowing everything to fall. Taking whatever movements you need again. I personally like to do a little sway or a speed up. Feels good. And then slowing down. And then we'll meet at the top of your mat in your mountain pose. Once you get there, a deep breath in. An option for an open mouth sigh. So really letting it all go. 1 more inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale as you fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back for your plank pose, drop knee or lifted. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. And making a little pillow with your arms. We're going to do some windshield wipers. So bending at the knee and swaying legs left to right. Going as fast or slow as you like. Just noticing how it feels. And then coming to stillness, allowing the tops of your feet to fall back to your mat. And then placing your forearms parallel with your elbows stacked under your shoulders. Just lifting your heart off the mat for Sphinx Posture. So you're looking down, probably between your hands, maybe a little in front of them, and that helps align your head and neck with your spine. Continuing to breathe. And we'll hold here for 3 more breaths. So using your exhales to soften. Noticing any tightness in your body, any tension. On your last breath, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, lower down, placing hands underneath your shoulders. And then inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale, coming to child posture. So hands are stretched out long in front of you. Continuing to breathe, softening into your mat. Inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, walking your hands to the right side of your mat and then allowing your forehead and heart to fall toward the mat again. And noticing where you feel this. And holding for 2 more breaths. And at the end of your second breath, on your inhale, walking back to center. And exhale, walking to the left side of your mat. And again, allowing your forehead and your heart to fall toward the mat. Noticing how this feels in your body, where you feel it. And holding for 2 more breaths. And at the end of your second breath, on the following inhale, walking your hands back to center and lifting back up into table. Taking 1 more breath here. On your next inhale, sweeping your legs around and coming to a seated position, stretching your legs out long in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging from your hips, folding over. coming to your stopping point and then allowing your hands to fall, your head to fall. And on your next inhale, half lifting, so flattening your spine, straightening it. And then exhale as you fold again one more time. Holding for one more breath. And then inhale, half lift. Hold for the exhale. Inhale the rest of the way up. Then we're going to make our way to your back. So however you get there carefully, we're going to do a reclined half pigeon. So hugging the soles of your feet into your sits bones, firmly rooting into your left foot. Inhale your right leg up long. Exhale as you cross right ankle over right knee. So making kind of a figure four. And pushing your right knee away from you. And maybe this is enough and you feel this in your body. And we'll stay here for about 10 breaths. So if you'd like more of a stretch, if you're not really feeling much here, on your next inhale, lifting your left foot off your mat, making about a 90-degree angle with your left leg, and threading your hands through to grasp around behind your left leg. And then pulling left leg in. Both feet are activated. And noticing how this feels. Softening shoulders to your mat. And everyone continuing to breathe. And using your exhales to soften. Starting again at the top of your head, working your way down. Your brow, your jaw, your shoulders, your back. And never to struggle or strain. So if you're feeling any pain, carefully coming out, dropping left foot. And we'll take 2 more breaths here, wherever you are. And then if you have your hands clasped, releasing them, grounding your left foot. Then everyone inhaling right leg long, exhaling right foot back down to your mat. Taking one natural breath here. And then inhaling your left leg long. Exhale as you drop left ankle over right knee. Pushing left knee away from you. Noticing how this feels. Noticing if there are any differences. And again, holding for several breaths. So if this is enough, stay here. Or if you'd like more of a stretch, if you're not feeling much, option to lift right foot up, bring right leg to a 90-degree angle, and threading your hands through, clasping behind your right leg, and pulling right leg in. Wherever you are, continuing to breathe, softening shoulders to your mat. Feet activated. Softening where you can, sending breath to any tense parts. Sometimes here our mind wanders, and that's okay. Just letting whatever doesn't serve you go. Taking one more breath here. And then if your hands are clasped, releasing them, allowing right foot to fall. And everyone inhaling as left leg comes up. And exhaling, bringing left foot down. And heel toeing your feet to the wide edges of your mat, to the long edges. And doing some more windshield wipers one way and then the other. Holding them for as long as you like. Just balancing on the other side. And then after your last round, coming back to stillness, heel toeing your feet back. Taking one breath in and out. And inhaling as you hug your knees in. Rock side to side here, giving yourself a nice lower back massage. An option to make circles with your knees one way, and then switching sides, balancing, and then coming to stillness, hugging yourself in, give a really good hug. And then as you exhale, stretching out long. So hands out beside you, palms facing up. Option here to stretch your legs out long and keep them here, allowing your feet to fall. Or if that doesn't feel good in your body, some people like to bend at the knee. It helps to flatten the spine. So trying on what feels good for you as we prepare for our final resting posture. So once you get to your place, on your next breath, on your inhale, taking a big belly breath in, deep breath out. One more deep inhale, deep exhale, and allowing yourself to rest. Softening from the crown of your head, noticing all the places that your body touches the mat. As you exhale, sending breath from the crown down. So brow, jaw, shoulders, your arms, your hands, upper back, lower back, your legs, your knees, all the way down to your heels and your toes. Taking much deserved rest. Throughout our days, you catch yourself tensing up, furrowing. So taking just a couple moments here to really soften, to melt into your mat. And I'll be quiet here for about 60 seconds. And if any thoughts creep in, that is okay. Thank them for showing up. And then give them permission to go. And taking another inhale. And an exhale. Beginning to bring movement back to your fingers and toes. Maybe rolling your wrists and ankles. Rocking your head side to side. An option to stay here. And you have the option to keep your eyes closed. Allow them to flutter open. But for those who'd like to, we'll meet in an easy seat. So finding your way there carefully. We'll take 3 more breaths together. So on your next breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for being here today. That is what I am grateful for. And I hope that you carry with you what you were grateful for throughout your day, and that you continue to find gratitude in all things. Thank you so much. Have a great day.